official closing of this well commemorated day or event that has brought together all of us here from different agencies, sectors, and stakeholders. The sanitation and hygiene profile of Uganda, as has been highlighted in the different presentations, is not yet very good. Like you might be aware, our current national latrine coverage is only 78%. So the other 22, we don't know what happens to them. That's not good at all. You're also aware that only 38% of our rural population now wash their hands with soap, and that's really regrettable. Of course, while 61% of the urban people are able to wash their hands. Although maybe with this COVID, maybe this has changed a little bit, I don't know. We need another study to get the right figures. I think people are doing better than now. The consequences of poor sanitation and hygiene are of course enormous, and I don't want to go through them. Disease outbreaks, psychosocial stress among the girls, and all this that you're experts, you know the consequences there. So this is how critical the sector of sanitation is to our country, because once we get this right, then we shall be able to address all these challenges that come due to poor sanitation. So it's because of this that for us as the ministry, we have had a policy shift that emphasizes more on disease prevention as opposed to curative approaches. As a ministry, we have had that shift, and I hope you as a group, as a family, you are beginning to harvest or harness the dividends of that policy shift. Subsequently, the PS says in this financial year, her ministry has increased funding towards disease prevention. This is coming from the PS. Disease prevention, health promotion, sanitation and hygiene budgets in all districts is increased beginning this financial year, and she promises that that increase will continue. Maybe next financial year they will get even more. In addition, the Ministry of Health values the important contribution that each of you, the other ministries and the agencies and the organizations and partners, have made towards changing the lives of our people and the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals, especially Target 6.2, by supporting sanitation and hygiene promotion in this country. She communicates that appreciation to you. She also takes this opportunity to thank all the districts and partners for celebrating this week under the theme of good sanitation and hygiene for strengthening COVID response. And also she thanks them for making sure that by the end of the sanitation week, you have intensified community mobilization. They have increased awareness on the importance of exemplary leadership for sanitation, and they have also increased awareness on the importance of hand hygiene as a proven intervention in the control of COVID-19 and other diseases. As she concludes her remarks, she would like to say the future of sanitation is very bright. The future of sanitation is very bright. All of you then should remain committed towards achieving more in this subsector. I thank you, or she thanks you very much. She congratulates you again and wishes you safe journey to your destinations. The Permanent Secretary now has the pleasure to declare this event closed for God and my country.
developing countries is urbanizing rapidly, and that rapid urbanization comes with a number of challenges, especially issues of population explosion. There are issues to do with the land tenure. We have issues to do with the environmental degradation, among others. There are really a number of challenges that come with this urbanization. However, urbanization is an opportunity that we need to take advantage of as a country. You are all aware the level of development of a country is determined by its rate of urbanization. The higher the urban, the less poor the country is. And Uganda currently is strategizing to attain the middle income status. The issue of urbanization and urban development is very critical and indeed a very important vehicle for us to achieve this. Yeah.
You put this in the global context.
Yes.
I just want something, if anything statistical, if you don't mind.
Yeah, anything statistical, when you look at it at the global context, we have about 68% of the world population living in urban areas. But in the Ugandan situation, we have about 20% of our population living in urban areas. Those are all estimated figures.
Using that, how can we derive the intention of this sanitation week and proper planning?
Yeah, what is happening is that planning is very critical, especially for provision of water and sanitation services, as indicated in my presentation. What is happening at the moment is that the ministry is doing a lot in as far as planning is concerned. The ministry is supporting a number of planning-related initiatives in the country. We are focusing on infrastructure. Under the municipal infrastructure development program, we are supporting a number of cities, especially in infrastructure, which also includes things to do with solid waste management infrastructure. Of course, we are closely linking the challenges of solid waste management to issues of water and sanitation. Because where waste management is not adequately done, it leads to very many other negative effects, like a contamination of water sources, it causes diseases, among others. So we are trying our best as a ministry through support from the World Bank to support these municipalities and cities in as far as infrastructure development is concerned.
Your name, sir?
My name is Pade Joseph Walter. I'm the Commissioner for Urban Development in the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development.
What will you want when you write on Uganda?
As a Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development, our current engineering designs for infrastructure that we are implementing in the cities and municipalities, those engineering designs make a provision for underground ducts, such that after the road has been constructed, in case National Water wants to put a pipe, you put it through an underground duct so that you don't destroy the road. Where Umeme wants to use, the same applies. That will help us to avoid these challenges of destruction of this infrastructure. And of course, like I said, the current government program-based budgeting, whereby some specific agents of government come together.